Good morning, Canada. We're here in beautiful White Rock, BC for the Canadian Walk for Veterans. We're joining Canadians in 149 cities right across the country, coast to coast, in celebration of Canada's veterans, our serving military, and first responders. First, I'd like to recognize that we are in the traditional unceded territory of the Semiahmoo Nation, and also acknowledge the broader territory of the Coast Salish peoples. This year we're honoring the tremendous sacrifices and courage of Canadian troops when they liberated Holland and freed them from tyranny. And this year has particular meaning for me because my father, Sheridan Birchall, was one of those soldiers that freed Holland and freed them and liberated them, as with many Canadians who either came back or gave their lives in freeing the people of Holland. So I mentioned that we're here in this beautiful, magnificent city of White Rock, the city by the sea, and we're so proud to have Mayor Darrell Walker with us today. Mayor Walker, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much, Mark. It's my pleasure to be here, and on behalf of Council and the City of White Rock, welcome everybody to this Walk for Veterans. It's an important event and something that we must never ever forget. I also would like to recognize that we're on the unceded territory of the Semiahmoo First Nation and the broader territory of the Coast Salish people. Again, something we must never forget and must try and work together with First Nations to see to their needs as well as the needs of everyone else. I'd also like to congratulate Carrie Lynn on her election victory. Our MP for this area for the next perhaps 4 years, who knows? But I'm looking forward, Carrie Lynn, to working with you as we have done over the years, and of course Trevor. We make a nice threesome, quite frankly, and we've got a lot of things to do in this community. So Mark's identified what we're doing here today, and the fact that we're really trying to celebrate not just veterans, but those who serve in our country. And we can bring it down to the most base level. With COVID-19, it's first responders, it's the police forces, it is the armed forces, because in many cases they went in and helped provinces that were unable to take care of themselves or couldn't see to all their needs. And it's also especially the healthcare workers at every level. They have done fantastic work with us, and it's not over. They are veterans of COVID-19, as our veterans were veterans of the war, of the Second World War that Mark talked about. And again, they need to be celebrated. So I'm going to say to you, if you're interested in donating, go to the Walk for Veterans website, identify that you want to donate and you want to be part of it. And I understand there's also a very beautiful medallion. I have at least 2 of them myself, so I'm looking forward to the 3rd one. But this is an event that frankly we should have more people out, not just this many. It's a beautiful day. The people of White Rock and South Surrey are supportive of everything we do. They should be down here today. But that is another story. I want to thank you for coming. Mark, I want to thank you for all the work that you do here on a very regular basis, and I'm looking forward to that next year and another one in a year's time. So thanks very much, folks.
Thank you, Mayor Walker. And as he said, you know, this year we have a virtual walk, and there's a few of us here today, but we're socially distancing. But next year we've got a big deal happening right here in Memorial Park. So look forward to that. You know, I'd like to take, and Mayor Walker congratulated Carrie Lynn Finley. We congratulate our newly re-elected Member of Parliament, Carrie Lynn Finley. Carrie Lynn, thank you for being with us today.
Well, hi everybody, the Canadian Walk for Veterans. I'm so very excited to be here another year for another walk. I know some are participating virtually, but we've got a great crew here in sunny White Rock, the very corner of Canada, where we're very proud to live with this vibrant community. You know, we're here to honor all first responders as well as serving members of our Canadian Armed Forces and our veterans. We're so proud of all of you. Some people refer to these people as wrong way guys. They're the ones that go in when the rest of us are going the other way, and that's because they're brave, they're courageous, and they're patriotic. And they make those sacrifices for all of us so that we can live in peace and safety. So I want to thank all of you. We particularly honor the liberation of Holland this year. My husband's grandfather, Donald Malcolm Mackenzie, was one of those Canadian troops who liberated Holland and made lifelong friends from people who he was part of saving when all that happened, and gave them his rations. And these friendships you can't replace. They're lifelong memories and lifelong thank yous. So I'm very proud of his service, as of also service of other members of my family over the years in times of conflict. But in these present times, Mayor Walker's quite correct. We've had many first responders that really, truly are on the front line of what we've been dealing with over the last 19, 20 months now. We have a resilient community. We have a resilient nation. I'm so proud of all the cities participating today in something that Mark Burchell and his team have put together right here in South Surrey White Rock. This is a great testament to our pride in our nation and our pride in those who serve. So it's my great honor to be here today with my colleagues and with my friends, and I thank you for the honor.
Thank you, Carrie Lynn. Thank you for those words, and thank you for being with us today. And once again, congratulations on your re-election. I'd like to move now to our local MLA for South Surrey White Rock, Trevor Halford. Trevor, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Mark. And thank you to all you that came out today on such a beautiful Saturday. And what an honor it is. This is the second time I've had the privilege in taking part in such a special event. And it reminds me, we all have heroes in our life. And I see some young people here. And my hero growing up was my grandfather, Walter Edward Mercer, who I lost almost a year ago to this day. And he was a veteran of the Second World War. And I was so proud growing up to always reference him when these special moments came. But it should be more than the special moments where we take the time to honor our veterans and our first responders. Carrie Lynn was correct, and so was Mayor Walker. We have a lot of heroes in this community, in this province, in this nation that continue day in and day out to step up. They are our police officers, they are our firefighters, they are our paramedics, they are our first responders. And they are the heartbeat of this community, of this province, of this country, along with our veterans. And it is our job to step up and support them when they need it. On issues like mental health, we need to make sure that we are talking about that in this community for our veterans and for our first responders. It's essential. And on days like today, we must always remember that tomorrow and the next day, we got to continue those conversations and honor our veterans and make sure that they realize that we acknowledge the sacrifices that they have made and continue to make on our behalf to better our nation. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Trevor, and thank all of you. There's a great crowd here. You can't see it in the camera, but we got a great crowd here, socially distancing. And we want to thank you right across Canada, in 150 cities, coast to coast, from Vancouver Island all the way to the Atlantic coast. So we want to thank you, wish you happy walking. We've got a beautiful day here in White Rock, where in a few minutes we're going to start our walk. And now it's time to stop talking and start walking. Thanks, everybody.